My name is Ryan Littleford. Uh, that's a lie, really, isn't it? I'm Ryan Cullen now. When my sexy new daddy turned me, basically, it made me think a lot of things about my life. I was thinking, baseball, not so much of an option now, especially since you can have a career, but you just won't age, and it's very expected to age in a sport. My sexy daddy, he before vampirism was a doctor, and that's very transferable. You can go to a new town every now and then. Basically, it's just they need a doctor. Um, they don't know you, and you can just be the doctor of that town. You can't just be the baseball guy of a new town. They know you from the TV. My brother Edward, he was sexy as hell pre-vampirism, and vampirizing's only made him maybe even sexier even. And I'm sort of jealous of that fact because I basically hadn't reached my peak yet. I'm only 23 years of age. I, I was on my way up. Hadn't reached it yet. I'm too old to go to high school with these little boys. Edward and Alice and the others, they all go to high school with little girls and little boys, and they fool around. They do years and years of this. Edward's been in high school for 100 years, basically. I've been in high school for 4 years, I think. I'm out of high school. I'm done. I'm just glad I'm gonna live long enough to see, hopefully, a female president. I'm hoping for Siamese twins. Two is better than one. You know, I think the people who wouldn't vote for one woman might vote for two. And what are you gonna do? Separate them? Make them do the job separately? You know, in my head, it's racist not to vote for Siamese twins. In my head, they're Blasian. Immortality gets to you really quickly. Things have changed quick. I've only been immortal a month. I would have killed myself 24 days ago. Otherwise,
How's not having to eat as a vampire?
you know, um, it's not great not having to eat as a vampire neither, because I used to love ripping down barbecue brisket and stuff. Now I have to go into places and I have to say, do you have blood? I have to go into, regular restaurants and say, can I have the blood? I just had to chuck out my garlic chapstick. Worst $12.99 I ever spent. Fucking jip.
Do you find that the other vampires seem of a different time?
I do think that. I think that Edward Cullen's done things in his past he wouldn't want you to know about in today's modern age. I think he was, he's been around more than 100 years. How long do you think he was in the civil rights marches? Methinks not. Methinks not. You know, if I was Edward Cullen, you know how long ago 100 years ago is? That's 1920 something. Basically, had I been around for World War II, things would have gone differently. It would have been a year shorter at least. Had I been a vampire during World War II, I would have. I was watching this movie the other day, movie documentary, 5 hours long, about a dude who turned out to be an evil Nazi guard living in the United States. How, if I was Edward, things would have gone different. Really. Girls who like they think of vampires, they think all sexy as hell and stuff, and they think of those books they read and things. But now these days, you can't just be a regular vampire dude. They've got an expectation, and if you don't live up to it, it's hard out here. There's, most of my friends are 40-year-old nurses. We just talk about Kevin Gates and stuff. He's the only thing I can. Before I was vampirized, he was the only thing I could fall asleep to. Now I can't fall asleep to anything. I listen to Kevin Gates, it makes me woozy, but I don't fall asleep. Well, basically, becoming a vampire affected my personal relations with other people because my my uncle, he's basically sort of dude, he's got beans and bows and stuff in his house, and he would go out and look for things like Bigfoot. He looked for Bigfoot, and I mean, if he knew what I was, he'd be looking for me. Every time I go see him, I'll put on long sleeves and a big old hat so he doesn't see me sparkle in the sun. I've seen people sparkle in the sun before as well. I had a great uncle, and he was post-diabetic. Basically, the freaking sugar just comes straight out your body, and it just hardens on a cold day, sparkles in the sun. He's beautiful now. I like pig's blood, basically. Pig's blood actually tastes good compared to, most people don't really like eating blood. But I did before I was vampirized. I mean, it's not that bad a change. I just can't eat garlic with it now. My feeling is most vampires, Edward especially, they like chewing on little white girls. But my preference is for big old nerds. I can't go to Comic-Con no more. Last time I was there, I had a great old time. I was playing Magic the Gathering. But now I go there, I play Magic the Gathering, and the smells just get me randy. I'd probably go in there, probably chew off 3 of those dudes.
What did the other vampires do for fun?
Edward Cullen's still a child, basically, in his mind. He sets up a lemonade stand every summer. I mean, the thing is, as well, I know when you're 17 years old, you think you know everything. And I think maybe I did. But most of them don't. And the thing is, if you get stuck at that stage forever, you're never going to learn. You're never going to change. I mean, I know he's got all his musics and books and stuff, and he's read them all and listened to them all, and he thinks he's well versed in the world. But at the age of 23, I'd say I know more than he does. Just, he probably didn't even play peak Fortnite, even. He didn't play Season 1.
What's stopping him from playing Fortnite now?
Is he in Fortnite? He might be in Fortnite. Twilight was big. He's had the same haircut for 100 years. Damn. I can't stick to the same haircut for 10 minutes. I've had 3 this week, but I don't get a single expensive one because I can't afford it. I go in, I get a cheap haircut, and I don't like it. And I go in, and the next day I get another cheap haircut, and I don't like it. I should just get one good haircut one time. It's a false economy, really. My message to Jacob and the other Wolf boys: stay the frick out. Stay the frick out. I'll show you some of them moves. Pre-vampirism, I thought I could have turned into a wolf. I thought I was getting there. Every day I would eat gruel from the floor. I'd wear a little collar. I was getting close. Me and my boy, I went down to Hertfordshire. They made a documentary about him on Channel 4. And he basically gets all up in a Dalmatian suit, and he plays around. His ex-girlfriend, or ex-wife even, I think they divorced because of this. They still hang out every day, and she plays with him like he's a dog puppy. She plays with him like he's a puppy dog, and he's my boy. I'll play with him too. Hell, he played with me.
The wolf guys should back off, even though you've only been a vampire for a month. Would you consider yourself pretty loyal then?
I mean, not everybody would turn a sad little sack like me into a vampire. My sexy new daddy, though, he sees the best in people. He knew I was dying from AIDS. I'm just a little barnyard brat hog rolling around in the mud. I barely made it out the freaking trenches. But my daddy, my sexy new daddy, he turned me. He turned me real. I'm basically, whether I go to hell or not, I've got eternal damnation. Because I have to live in Washington, no freaking DC. I just hope I live long enough for Elon Musk to take us to Mars. I think I probably will at this point because I'm immortal. I think maybe one day I'll get to the stage where the wealth has trickled down, and I'll finally get a little slice of the pie. But otherwise I can just work my minimum wage job. If I save a little bit every month, I've got enough months. I've got a great number of months ahead of me, I'll probably be able to save something. And we all have fancy cars and stuff, and it's basically just because we pool together. We all just have regular ass jobs, but there's plenty of us, and we live forever. So it's like we got enough money to feed the needy. I mean, oh Papa, he set up his bank account 20 years ago or something. Basically, loads of money in there because he's a doctor. He's like got a few hundred K. I mean, he also invests in the stock market. He invested in basically follows Nancy Pelosi. She's very good, and she's very well versed trader. And I'll get him to give me a hand as well. And we sort of it's been a little bit of a bonding thing for us because I mean not everybody else there they know each other a really long time, and I'm basically the new one to the bunch. I'm just a little baby at 23. They're all I mean, Edward's got to be the oldest 17-year-old in the world. That's what we always joke about. We say, "Oh, Edward, you got to be the oldest 17-year-old in the world." Most 17 years old, they were born in what 2009. He's born way before that even. I feel like Dash from The Incredibles. Basically, Dash from The Incredibles. He had superpowers, but he was a regular kid. They basically just had sexy ass parents, and now I got them too. I feel like Dash from The Incredibles. I've got to run second place in every race, especially. Just like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm at the store, I gotta make my way to I gotta mosey a little slower than other people. If I moseyed around the store at super speed, they might be like, "What the hell is going on here?" I'm working through the produce at a lower rate than I would have before, just because I'm scared. Somebody noticing that I'm basically picking up my green peppers and then picking up my radishes quicker than they are.